So Bill Gates, he had something interesting to say about Epstein. Let's look through this and see if there's anything more we can see.
We should note the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is a funder of the NewsHour. Bill Gates, thank you very much for joining us. In the statement you put out today, you spoke about that this is a moment of opportunity, a time to look at this pandemic from a new perspective, and yet it's also a somber milestone. You wrote, we are 18 months in, COVID is still on a death march. What gives you hope?
Well, the vaccines are a miracle, and there's a great story about the scientists who invented those and how quickly that production's been ramped up. Now with the volumes increasing, we have a chance to be equitable. We haven't gotten much out to the poorer countries, and yet, variants could come out of those countries. And
it's actually quite creepy that when he sits there and begins the sentence, we actually haven't gotten out. He's talking about getting the vaccines out to the poor countries. He does like his evil smile. He does this every time, like, we actually haven't gotten out. I wonder if he is some of the inspiration for Bond villains.
If they are going to do widespread boosters, would wait and do those early next year, where a variety of new vaccines will ramp up their production. Johnson & Johnson, Novavax, and then the booster programs won't compete with getting doses out to low-income countries.
So you're saying it's a mistake to do it now?
In a broad way, if you want to target, people who have immune deficiency or people above a certain age, the numbers aren't that gigantic. And so very targeted booster programs are going to be okay. It's disappointing where you have a few countries doing super broad booster programs because we still don't have the supply that we'd like to have. And so I agree with WHO. We have to balance these needs, for the next 4 to 6 months.
And have you told President Biden
that? Well, the foundation is in contact with all the key people.
That was kind of weird. Have you told President Biden? And he gives himself a really big adjustment. And we hear the song. Well, we've told the key people. You know why that is so weird? Because we see people lie to us so much and they never adjust themselves or get so antsy on their deception as he does. It's almost like he cares about whether he's lying or not.
In the public arena, it was reported at that time that you had a number of meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, who, when you met him 10 years ago, he was convicted of soliciting prostitution from minors. What did you know about him when you were meeting with him, as you've said yourself, in the hopes of raising money?
I had dinners with him. I regret doing.
So here we are again with the huge adjustments. And he's playing with his wedding ring finger, which obviously doesn't have a wedding ring anymore. The other question she had asked earlier, talking about their marriage, he played with that wedding ring finger. I'm going to assume that whatever he was doing with Jeffrey Epstein had to do with his wedding ring.
Doing that, he had relationships with people he said, would give to.
And a lot of back crawling. You sit there and see someone who's constantly adjusting their back because it's like something is crawling up their back. All of your nerves run the back of your neck down through your spine. And I mean all of them connected to emotion. That's where they travel. So when you see that crawling up your spine movement, emotions are involved, especially if there's obviously no pain. For this, there's no pain. This is something that has made him so uncomfortable that he doesn't like it. He's literally trying to get that monkey off his back. I don't know what he did with Epstein, and I'm sure we've all got enough imagination that we don't need to verbalize it. But to me, if you've got that much crawling over what you did, regret is there, disgust is there, those very negative emotions are there. Because he doesn't have to worry about the law or even perception, because he is whatever he wants the media to show him as. This is his own mindset on whatever happened.
global health, which is a interest I have. Not nearly enough philanthropy goes in that direction. Those meetings were a mistake. They didn't result in what he purported, and I cut.
And there he goes, that creepy smile. And it didn't result in what? And that creepy smile's across his face. And he's wiggling while he does it. All we can extrapolate from that is he did not get the outcome, whatever happened, from those meetings that he wanted. And it has made his skin crawl.
Them off. That goes back a long time ago now. So there's nothing new on that.
It was reported that you continue to meet with him over several years, and that, in other words, a number of meetings.
You see that head shake in the negative where I guess we weren't supposed to see that part. I think that is that's more of a signal that is not a direction to her. And we say that because of where the eyes went when the negative head shake came. He looked at something, looked at someone, looked in a direction to give signal.
What did you do when you found out about his background?
Well, I've said I regretted having those dinners. And there's absolutely nothing.
Now we see the negative head shake, and it's just the nervous shakiness. I said I regretted having those dinners. She's given him an out question, which Lord knows why this was even brought up, considering she said at the very beginning of this whole program, he funds it.
Nothing new on that.
Is there a lesson for you, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead, so in general, you always have to be careful. I'm very proud of what we've done in philanthropy. Very proud of.
All right, so I was letting that play through. Well, he's dead, and from the body language that we see from Bill Gates, well, he's dead. He's more in construction. He just kind of throws it off. We don't see any memory access of an active situation with him in it. So he's outside of the decision-making process.
If you'd like to learn more about analysing body language, there is a video course available on Mandy's website for Gold subscribers, where Mandy teaches more about her techniques of deception detection. There's also other content such as the Crime series and Interesting Minds series, available to both Gold and Silver subscribers.
If you like it, please share and subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, Fero. Fero is one of the few cryptocurrency projects that I respect. Unlike most other cryptocurrencies, Fero is focused on safeguarding your financial privacy without compromising on trustlessness, which means no third parties are required, and transactions are private by default. Fero also has an exciting roadmap to look forward to. Features such as Instant Send, where payments can both be sent and confirmed within seconds. There's also Elysium, which adds tokenization functionality similar to Ethereum, but it also enables these assets to enjoy Fero's privacy technology. There's many more things on the roadmap, and if you'd like to learn more, head over to fero.org.